Hey everybody, Chris here. In this video, we're talking about accumulating altcoins. That's right. Is this accumulation season? That's what I've been doing. I'll show you a little bit of that in a minute. But first, as we're here in May now of 2023, we're looking at how the crypto market is sort of settling in this retest year in the 4-year cycles. I'll show you a little bit about that as well. And what could be sort of the news that could impact the crypto market coming forward. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell so you can be notified when my new videos come out. Always hit a like and a comment as well. Appreciate hearing what your thoughts are, particularly what altcoins are you accumulating? Always interesting to see what's going on overall in the markets. As we're looking at Bitcoin right now, kind of in this do or die situation, we do have some possible headwinds coming up this summer. We'll touch on that as well. So overall in the markets, we're kind of like a tussle between the bulls and the bears where we are. So what are we doing here? Well, I put a video out over the weekend, and if you click the link up at the top of there, you'll see the portfolio that I've been accumulating, where I've been accumulating different crypto coins, altcoins mostly. Yes, altcoin season will come at some point in time. The Bitcoin dominance is not going to keep going up like Ben Cowan says. I don't think so. I think there's too many other good blockchain projects that have great utility, and I just don't see that Bitcoin dominance like spiking way up like Ben has been talking about. But then he's kind of a Bitcoin maxi too, and I think he still has a lot of cash on the sidelines. He's kind of wishing the prices will come down a bit before he buys more in. But I think accumulating now is a good idea. Again, this is just my thoughts. I'm not a financial advisor, just showing you guys what I'm doing. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at the news, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. So we'll start here by looking at this article, Cointelegraph, sink or swim at 27K. What's going on with Bitcoin this week as the bulls and the bears battle for control of this key area on the Bitcoin network. Right now, relatively calm week of macro triggers means less chance of volatility from external sources, but yet the case could be made for upside continuation. And if we have that upside continuation, that means that the prices are going to go up. Now, won't be a lot, but there could be some drifting up, and so accumulation is a good time. And when we talk about accumulation, again, I've talked before about these 4-year cycles, and thanks to Rob at Digital Asset News, we have these charts of these 4-year cycles. Again, back in cycle 1, which was the first halving of Bitcoin in 2012, we then had 2013 and a rise up to all-time highs. And then we had a dip in 2014 and then reset year 2015. Cycle 2, halving in 2016, rise up to all-time high in 2017, which was then up near $20,000 a Bitcoin. We had the dip year, the bear market in 2018, and 2019 was a reset year. Now in 2019, there were some gains to be made. Some of them were later in the year. There was a bit of a tailing off in the price. However, that reset year can have some volatility up and down, but mostly that is accumulation time. Cycle 3, we had the next halving in 2020, and that's when the big bull market started late in 2020 and then into 2021, where we had all-time high, actually reached up near 69,000 in November of 2021. Of course, we have the dip year 2022, which is the big bear market that we've all just experienced. In 2023, this is the reset year. Again, we don't know what the high is going to be for 2023, but we could see a run just like we did back in 2019. We could see that kind of thing happen. In fact, we already had a run in the beginning of 2023 that we hadn't had in the past resets. So again, this is the accumulation time, right? And then as we move, then look forward into cycle 4, we have the next halving in April of 2024. We don't know how Bitcoin and the cryptos are going to trade during that next halving event, but I imagine there's going to be a lot of excitement about it, a lot more eyes on crypto then. With targeting 2025, again, new all-time highs. Again, that is if the 4-year cycles play out. This is what I'm looking at, and this is when we could see huge gains again in crypto in 2024 and 2025. Looking back where we are now, we do have investors weighing the impact of the U.S. debt crisis, but we do have, at the moment though, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and even Litecoin leading gainers. So we are having some positive movement in the markets. And for Litecoin, that's because Litecoin is having its block halving event is going to be right around August 3rd. And that's right, Litecoin is a proof of work cryptocurrency and does also have its block rewards for miners. And that is happening later this summer. So a little excitement about Litecoin for that. And again, Litecoin being an altcoin, that could actually help the altcoin market this summer. We could see that happening. So that will be fun to watch. Crypto Slate has this about the number of addresses with a balance of at least 1 Bitcoin is now over 1 million. There are over 1 million addresses that have at least 1 Bitcoin. This is a huge milestone. And I mean, there's only 21 million Bitcoin ever as the max, 19, which is in circulating supply now. A lot of those are in wallets that aren't being accessed, haven't been for a long time. And so how many Bitcoins are actually circulating? Some guesses probably maybe 15 or 14 million. But having at least 1 million of those, at least 1 Bitcoin holders in 1 million wallets is a huge thing. Now, some people have multiple wallets and might have at least 1 Bitcoin in multiple wallets. This is just tagging how many wallets have a Bitcoin. But that's a lot. That's just showing increased adoptability of Bitcoin, which also plays out to the overall crypto market. And what do we see with altcoins? Well, here's Dogecoin seeing a massive spike in network activity. What's happening behind the surge of Dogecoin? Well, this is minting of DRC20 tokens. That's right. Just like we see on Bitcoin, we see people building on top of Bitcoin now with ordinals. We also have a lot of work going on now. People are interacting with the Dogecoin blockchain, and it looks like they're going to be minting tokens. We already saw JPEG minted an NFT on Dogecoin a little while ago. And so as Dogecoin has its own blockchain, it can be used for stuff like this now. I think that the devs would prefer to see layer 2 developed on top of Dogecoin so that all of that network activity would actually happen on a layer 2. However, this is good news for Dogecoin in that it can increase adoptability of Doge as well as continue its use as currency. The fees are so low on Dogecoin compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum that you can see why this could be a good thing. We also have Algorand. Algorand also has had a lot of NFT minting going on, and the fees on Algorand are very low as well. So that's good for adoptability across a number of different chains, and it'll be good to see which blockchains actually end up having more usability. And all of these projects from Aptos to Arbitrum to Optimism, Avalanche, all of these, we don't know which ones of those are really going to take off, which is why in my portfolio I have bits of each because I want to be in the ones that really take off. So that's where my portfolio comes in. Again, you can check out my portfolio I did a video over the weekend showing my portfolio, so you can check that out. As far as Arbitrum is concerned, Should we expect a bull run with Arbitrum? It looks like that there's a resurgence in investors' interest in Arbitrum after the initial token launch earlier this year. And the token terminals data indicated that the number of ARB holders has increased by over 5% in the last 7 days. So we have a lot more interest in Arbitrum going on, and so more people buying into Arbitrum. At the same time, meme coin minting madness hype fades as Pepe prices fall back. That's right. So Pepe down over 60% in the month of May so far over the last 2 weeks, and that we could see this meme coin craze that we've had over the past month to kind of be waning, and maybe people are booking their profits and putting money back into other cryptos and accumulating those. I think there's still some craziness going on, some people still gambling on what the next token that takes off might be. But again, I don't play that token game, so I'm looking at solid projects, looking for the bull run, end of 23, looking into 24 Bitcoin's halving, and then into 2025 being the big gains, because that's where I see the best investing happening in crypto that is less risky than chasing any of these tokens. So as we look forward to trading, what's going on right now, I think we're going to be in the kind of the sideways trading area for a bit. I think we're looking forward to some good news probably early in June when the Fed meets again. The next FOMC meeting is probably going to pause interest rate hikes, which will be good for the markets, particularly the stock market. So I think overall, again, the sideways trading isn't the most exciting thing, but it keeps us from having those huge dips as well. Of course, we still have SEC regulations being talked about, as well as what's going to happen with the United States debt crisis and whether that is going to get solved. It does every year, but you never know when things get to a point where the negotiating is hitting these real hard stops. I don't know. But again, that's what keeps us from getting into an overall bull market, which will come hopefully later this year. We will see that. Until then, though, let me know in the comments below what you think about accumulating altcoins and what you are interested in. Give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.